Yeah, I guess. Wicked Barley 95, what's up? Joshua, what's up? Who goes there? That was my Batman voice. Thanks for the happy birthday. I appreciate it. Bum, bum, bum. You decided on the phone or the webcam? Like I said, well, I'm using the webcam right now with the mic, so I feel like basically, I feel like generally, and it's probably, it's kind of what I thought that, of course, if I'm on my webcam, I can use this mic and I can pretend that I'm sucking something off. And, people like to be sucked off, so, the microphone is better on the webcam, but I feel like the picture quality is clearer with the phone. But it looks a little weird because it's hard to actually set up, so the angle looks a little fucked. I don't know, but people complain about that apparently, my production values suck, which they do, admittedly, I guess. But what are you gonna do, dude? Fuck my titties, So I don't know. Mega dude, oh, it's your birthday. Happy birthday. How old are you now? What do you think you want to be when you grow up? Have you ever played this day? Oh boy, I guess I'm getting pretty old. I'm feeling pretty old. I think I'm middle-aged now, but don't tell any girls. What do you want to be? You got tall? Oh God, I wish I was taller. If I was taller, modeling probably would have went better, but I'm only 5'11", so I wear boots to make me over 6 foot, but even that's not very tall for a model. So man, modeling probably would have been better if I would have been taller. That would have been cooler. Have you ever played this I know what you're talking about, but no, I've never played it actually. No, I haven't. I've never played that game. No. Never. You can play the PSP you can play the PSP version for free on your phone if you have an Android. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I know what it is. I do think it looks pretty cool, but I play video games so randomly. You know what I mean? I don't even have time. There's not enough time in the day for all the kind of shit I want to do. So I don't know. I don't have no plans on playing it right now, but oh well, whatever, dude. What is this? What about you guys? What did you guys do today? Oh, crack my back. Andre gonna say, let's see the meal. Let's see that meal. What do you mean, let's see that meal? See what meal? What? See that meal. Joel, man's at my job site got tested positive for corona. So are they like testing everybody then if that happened? I know, Jesus, so fucking stupid. So today, I got this fucking tumor. So they're like, yeah, we don't want you to come to the hospital, It's dangerous if you go to the hospital. Let's just do the phone call. So I wait all day for the phone call. And then, like, oh yeah, I guess, yeah, you do got this tumor. I guess you should probably come in tomorrow. It's like, you guys just made me stay home today for this phone call to tell me, yeah, I guess you should come in to get checked. Just like, give me a fucking break, dude. So fucking retarded, this shit, man. Redunctilous. Dunked a fucking butthole, ridiculous. Anyway. Where are we? I got some assessments for results born there, but thought you were eating. Oh, I ate some cashews earlier. I've been riding all day. Tahu Matata, happy birthday. Yeah, been riding. Yeah, that's what I was talking to some people, dude. A lot of these protesters, I was talking to some people at the protest. They're like, this is not like a protest. These people are actually just rioting. So, it looks like it's a very fucking volatile, not good situation, dude. It doesn't look like it's good out there. You know what I mean? I know there's been a lot of man, it's sad because there have been instances of the cops actually like looking like they're starting something, but then some of the other videos people were trying to pass off that the cops were starting something. So, it's fucking there's propaganda in the news and oh man, I don't know, dude. Like I said, it doesn't look like a good situation. If you know what I mean. That's why I spend my time looking at cats on the internet because it's much more safe. Where's your tumor? Oh, I got this tumor wrapped around my corpus cadaversum. Target is having a very clever. I don't know if you made that up, but you got me to laugh a little bit. So, okay, Target is having 100% off. So I saw they also were looting like rich people stuff like the Louis Vuittons and all this kind of stuff. So I don't know what's going on. Flaming Melon, happy birthday, Clayton. Pikachu says thank you. Thank you from Pikachu. I wish we lived in a colorless world and that issues such as this didn't occur, just like the Rodney King riots. UI Conda, happy birthday. Thank you. Pichu says thank you as well. Peach is very pleased. He's grown older and he still looks the same. He's got very good genetics. He's got fucking fantastic genetics, actually. He hasn't aged at all. It's quite amazing. It's quite fucking amazing. I see a few ink wrinkles around his eyes. What the fuck, Pikachu? Do you get wrinkles around your eyes? Do you see any wrinkles? I don't fucking see any wrinkles. Fuck you, motherfucker. Wait, his eyes are kind of... Let's wipe upside down. Is that better? I see you, motherfucker. Don't lie to him. Don't fucking lie to him. Any birthday plans? No, because like I said, this coronavirus and now people are rioting. You know what I mean? So no, I don't plan on going out. I stayed at home all day waiting for a doctor fucking phone call about this tumor just to be told, yeah, you should probably come in tomorrow. So my day was fucking wasted. But that's life, I guess. I'm going to go home. After I get off the stream, I'm going to go jack off, I think, probably. Happy birthday, Pirates Molasses. Thanks. Kaiser D, happy birthday. Thanks, dude. Pikachu is. Thank you, human. What about you guys? What are you doing? Have any of you guys joined the protests? Do you think any FAP has any real benefits? The only benefit to no FAP, I think, is when you finally do bust, it will be a giganut, and you could time travel. The only benefit to no FAP is you potentially will have a very aggressive bust nut. It will be potentially very, very bust. I'm just working out at home and playing Dragon Ball FighterZ. Yeah, that sounds good. We could borrow the 9-5. There's a curfew in my state now. I don't think I'll be joining the protest. Dude, like I said, it looks like a volatile situation, and there's also propaganda in the news. You know what I mean? Like some of these rioters or some of these protesters are just being rioters themselves. Some of the cops have legitimately tried to fuck with people just to start something. But then there's also been videos of people saying the cops are doing stuff when they didn't actually do something. So it's a bad situation, dude. So the hot topic was having a doorbuster sale. So I'm tempted to go out and protest. Yeah. I was thinking about going to the mall actually this weekend because it was supposed to be opening up. But then they're like, yeah, the mall, you got to wait in line before you can even get in the mall. Then you have to have a fucking mask. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's like, I guess I'm not going to the mall. Mono Red, yo, Clayton, happy birthday. Wait, thanks, dude. I appreciate it. Pikachu is getting older. He's aging. Pikachu is aging gracefully. Pikachu. Oh, Toronosuke, though. I'm strapped with much recoil, and it feels good. Have you seen the video of the lady with a hole in her mask to breathe better? No, I've not seen that actually. No, I haven't. Pikachu has a mature appeal now. Yeah, I guess he could. He's kind of a daddy. I guess, is Pikachu old enough to be? Okay, Pikachu, when was Pokemon born or made? That's him scratching his head. When was I made? Like 95, 96? That's like 15, 25. I guess he technically probably could be a father at this point. That's true. Thoughts on Kazuna Encounter? Isn't that the game where Kim has like an ancestor, Kim So Ill, which I think kind of I think that's like such a funny name, like Kim So Ill. That was his name, right? So I don't think people say something is ill anymore. But in the 90s, you did say ill, right? You could say ill, like, oh, that was ill or that was sick. I guess people still say that that is sick nowadays, but I feel like saying something was ill is more kind of 90s, right? Like people don't say that anymore, do they? Does anyone say that was ill anymore? People can still say that was sick, but I don't think people say that's ill anymore. But anyway. I had to wait solid 2 hours for my back doctor's appointment when there's 4 people there. Yeah, this thing is this is ridiculous. I can't believe I gotta go to the doctor just to get my fucking. It's like, yeah, let's like go feel your tumor again. Let's stick our finger up your butthole. Blah blah blah. All that kind of bullshit. Or red. Yeah. Man, I never said rad a lot. I was not someone that ever said rad. But I guess I might say radical in a more realistic usage. Like that's a pretty radical statement. I guess I might say something like that. I do know a guy in real life who sometimes he watches this. I don't know if Nick is watching this, but I have a friend named Nick who actually says righteous. And I'm like, dude, you got to be the only motherfucker I know in the world that still says righteous. And he's like, oh shit, dude, righteous. And I'm like, I've never heard a person in real life say that as much as he does, even with as old as I am. And he still says it. He's always like, righteous, dude. He's like, oh, righteous. He'll be like drunk. Like we've got like he's like drunk and we're like trying to do something. He's like, dude, that's righteous. Righteous, dude. Righteous. And I'm like, you're really trying to bring back righteous right now, dude? You're really trying to bring back righteous? Really? I don't know anyone that fucking says that, but you know what? That's his game, dude. Like I say dude every other second, so I guess I still say dude like a motherfucker. But man, he says righteous so much, I kind of want to support his cause. I want to support the righteous cause. I want to say righteous too, because it sounds so ridiculous. But I haven't added it to my vocabulary. I guess we got to hang out more eventually. Like he's in Japan right now, actually. So maybe if we ever hang out for like a longer period of time, I'm gonna start saying righteous as well. But he always says that, dude. Anyway, people used to say peng all the time. I've never heard that before. Peng all the time. I don't know what peng even means. Does anyone else? I don't know what peng even means. How old are you now, man? I'm middle aged, man. I think I'm middle aged now, dude. Imagine going for a prostate exam and a guy sticks a finger up your butthole. Dude, I've had to do some pretty embarrassing things, dude. Man, dude, like it's crazy to think that, you know what I mean? When you're sick, you got to do a lot of embarrassing things, dude. I actually have had my dick grabbed at a hospital before by a doctor, but no one cares because I'm a guy. So it's ridiculous. But that actually has happened to me before. And man, one time I had to, geez, because I've had this tumor and everything like that. I had to do this one test before where they like stick a tube in your penis while you're not asleep. They stick a tube in your penis and then they like squeeze a bunch of like gelatin or something into your fucking tubes. And then your dick leaks gelatin for like a half hour. And like there were girl nurses in there and everything. And it was fucking humiliating to even think about it. It was really fucking weird. But yeah, I've had to do some pretty fucking weird shit at the like hospital before. Is it your birthday today? Righteous. Yeah, it is my birthday. Yeah, so I'm stuck at home, so nothing too amazing, but pretty boring. But yeah. Where are we? Gelatin PP 12. I don't remember exactly what it was for. I feel like it's something weird. Like they stick a tube up your penis and then they like stuck a bunch of gel in me and they like pump it up and then maybe they like scanned me after some bullshit. I forget exactly what they did, but because I thought I was sick afterwards, right? Because I'm like, oh shit, dude, like my dick is leaking. And the nurses and doctors like, oh no, that's normal. That's going to be happening for a while as you eventually like let it all out. God, so fucking embarrassing. You know what I mean? But hey, that's the life of a sick person. You got to do a lot of fucking ridiculous shit, I guess. That's one of the reasons I haven't even had this tumor removed because, this tumor is wrapped around my corpus cavernous, and that's the tube that flows the blood to your dick. And so basically, they're like, we could try to remove the tumor, but they're like, even in a healthy person, we would expect you to take 3 weeks to recover and have a catheter for like 3 weeks or some bullshit. So I'm like, you know what? Unless this tumor is going to kill me or unless it grows super big, I'm not going to get it removed. But, it's been hurting a lot again. So I got to get it checked out again. Happy birthday, Clayton Freezer Finger. Thanks, dude. I just started finals week. Finals week, isn't it like summer now? Radically righteous, dude. Was it in the PP hole or the foreskin? No, it was in the PP hole when they did that test, yeah. Chaotic Evil Monk. Happy birthday. Thanks, dude. By the way, I heard Street Fighter 5 is getting another season. Yeah, I heard Street Fighter 5 is getting another season. I mean, I guess if excuse me. I guess if I don't know. I guess if they put Guy in it, it would be okay. But the game is generally so dull. I don't even know if I would care. But I guess I would like Guy to be in it because I think Guy is cool. But do I think he's going to be in it? I would think that no, probably not. But I'd like to be proven wrong about that. Happy birthday, Clayton, by the way. Niku Borofini1. Thanks, dude. Or thanks, person. I don't know if you're a boy or a girl. Are you a boy or a girl? Got to work on my 2% female viewer audienceship, right? Reminds me of a story when a guy got a needle stuck inside his penis, I'm guessing. I had to have a needle stuck in my penis before when I had a boner that wouldn't go down. They had to give me like the antidote, and I had like a black and blue penis for like a week. So I called myself like the vanilla gorilla. I think Zico is Guy's replacement. Yeah, I think he is too, which is very sad. Because Guy is so cool. Guy is such a fucking sweet character, dude. Man, Guy's one of my favorite characters. The antidote, yep. So you remember the story. They had to give me the antidote, and it hurt. Hey, Harai, happy birthday. Thanks, dude. I use dude as a gender neutral term. So do I. I say dude a lot. I feel like dudette is not a real word. Like I can't say dudette. Dudette seems like forced in a surfer way. Dudette almost seems like a fake surfer. I can't imagine anyone saying dudette unless it was like in sarcasm or jest. But I guess, people could say it potentially. Hugo would be cool too. I suppose. Mega Dude, wasn't that 1,000 Ways to Die when a fish swam up his dick and he died? I've never seen that, but that's scary. Miguel Gomes, happy birthday, man. Thanks, dude. Tasty Muffin, heart, thanks. RR Guns, happy birthday. Thanks, dude. What 2%? What a child. You have a 2% female viewership, you know what I mean? But maybe that's why I need to use a better webcam. Use my phone. I gotta work on my, getting my female viewership audiences up. Your main hood, happy birthday, Clayton. Wish you more. Thanks, dude. I'm the one and only muffin here. Oh man, there's a buffin, stud muffin. There's a stud muffin battle for the stud muffins. Pikachu's kind of a stud muffin, right? He's kind of. I guess if he was upside down, he has a bit of a muffin flavor to him. What would you say is your favorite type of fighting game character? Love characters like Zamasu, etc. I tend to like ninja characters and Fireball Dragon Punch characters. Those are the kind of characters I tend to like, those kind of characters. Where are we? Do makeup tutorials to get female view. You know what, dude? I'm getting old enough, dude. I am getting old enough that I probably do have to start wearing makeup, I think. You know what I mean? I right now as it is, the only thing I ever do is, I can put on like some under eye cream, like some ginseng cream or something that makes my eye, you know what I mean? But other than that, I need to step up my game. I need to become a little bit better good looking because I'm getting older. Oh wait, so time out. Can anyone speak Turkish here? Because supposedly a Turkish girl in here is supposed to be in here. Wait. Benim Adam Clayton tanıştığıma memnun oldum. Sen çok tatlısın, ben sana soracağım. Lütfen beni ordine. Tek zafiyet'in güzel dudaklardır. Wait. Sen çok tatlı, tombili bir kedi görmek istiyorum. Anyway. Where are we? Would you do videos on how to dress well? I generally dress pretty simple. I generally tend to dress in all black because it's pretty easy, I guess. Show us your hair care routine. My hair care routine is just shampoo and My hair care routine is just shampoo and conditioner, and then I pray. What are your thoughts on Manscaped? If Manscaped means like shaving your balls, yes, I shave my balls. I definitely shave my balls. I feel like, you know what, if I expect a girl to shave, why wouldn't I shave? Of course I shave. I like being clean. Muffin, why are you watching Pikachu's face? Are you hiding your wrinkles or not? Fuck you, bitch. I just did you not see me? I post tons of pictures of myself. Get the fuck out of here. Where are we? I could only do an introduction, Maraba. Oh, see, there you go. Mark, we see. You don't want to see Pikachu. He's thick. He's thick, solid, tight. He looks good. Pikachu's a thick boy. Pikachu is very beautiful. I know. Well, you got to remember the problem is every time I show myself, do you know what? I think every time I've showed myself on stream, someone has like flagged the live streams. Isn't that kind of crazy? Every live stream that I've done has gotten flagged and someone has tried to take it down. Have you played BioShock? No, but I watched my brother play the first. There's three of them, right? Was there three or two? Fuck, was there three or two? So I watched my brother play the first two, and then I think no, maybe I watched someone else play the third. I think for some reason I feel like I watched someone on the internet play the third, but I watched my brother play the first two. I think I forget. Nobusama just got in. Happy birthday, dude! I got to know. Did you ever watch Ghost Stories? No, I don't think I know what Ghost Stories is. I'm still in awe that people are still blindly hating you. Oh yeah, I just got even recently. Fuck you. Even recently, I put out those Vegito videos. What did I show? Just like clockwork, dude. All those losers in the Vegito Discord. What were they saying? They started making up lies about me when they just had gotten me blocked on Twitter. Like, didn't those guys just mass flag everything I did on Twitter to get me blocked for like a week? And then I'm back, and what are they doing? Making up more lies that Clayton lied about it. It's like, dude, it's right there. What is there to lie about? Like, you've been exposed, and they're trying to act like it didn't happen. But anyway, Black Guys 477, happy birthday, thanks, dude. Ginga 2122. What do you think about marriage? And no, I wouldn't get married. I don't think I'd get married unless I get to have like a harem or something like that. Do I get to have like a harem? Actually, wait, is Tasty Muffin or Muffin? Darlene? Darlene? Or should I call you Elena? Darlene or Elena? You know, Darlene and Elena, what I don't even remember what your real name is anymore because I call you Darlene so much. Anyway, um, maybe if I was in Turkey, because I think if you're in Turkey, you're allowed to have a lot of wives, right? With my harem. So if I could have a harem, that sounds pretty cool. But what are you gonna do? I live in America. Migate no Gokui, purple anime god. You're lucky I can read Japanese because I was like, what the fuck is this name? I was like, who the fuck is this? And I was like, oh, that's just the Ultra Instinct Goku, purple anime god. Yo, what's up? Thanks. Muffin, have you ever played Doki Doki Literature Club? No, I haven't, but I've heard of it. Doodle Poo dropping by to say happy birthday. Thanks, dude. Joshua, okay, do you think the hate towards you will end anytime soon? No. Why would it end? It's been going on for 20 years. Because people won't call these dudes out. It's fucking ridiculous. Like I just showed on my Twitter, these dudes on Discords are going around making up more lies. I knew just like clockwork. Once again, I do more shit than they ever do, dude. Always doing more shit than these dudes. And they got to make up lies to get people to not watch my videos. No. The Mystique. Don't Mormons have harms too? I have heard that before. Clayton just finds these 900 IQ texts and people. Like I said, dude, I'm always looking at dude, every time I post something new, there's always some dude going around making up some lies about me. Like I said, go check the Vegito Discord and look at these dudes. These dudes got exposed live on stream. Was everyone there? I don't know if everyone here is on YouTube, but it's on Twitch. There was like 70 people on Twitch because they were saying that they were like fake screenshots and they were out of context. I'm like, okay, prove me wrong. Let's look at them at real time to show they're not just screenshots. And you know what they did? They ran away when they got proved that they were lying. You know what I mean? And I was just like, come on, man. You guys are so fucking insecure, dude. You know? Anyway, it's fucking ridiculous, dude. Like, feel lucky I play the game. Will you be getting a PS5 or an Xbox? I'm going to get a PS5. I'm more of a PS5. I'm a PS dude, I think, not an Xbox dude. If you had to, what Dragon Ball Fighter Z mechanic would you incorporate into Guilty Gear? Oh, wait, Dragon Ball Fighter Z into Guilty Gear. Ugh, Dragon Ball Fighter Z into Guilty Gear? I think the Smash mechanics are potentially interesting, maybe. I guess Smash mechanics maybe might be interesting, but I think a more difficult a more difficult question would be what Guilty Gear mechanic would you want in Dragon Ball Fighter Z? Because that would be a very difficult question, because the question would be, would you want FRCs or FD? That would be a very hard question. I guess I would have to go with FD because then I would hope the rest of the game gets toned up with different areas. So assuming the rest of the areas with Dragon Ball Fighter Z got toned up with like new moves, new normals, etc., I guess a sort of fundamental change that would be interesting would probably be FD over FRCs. But of course, FRC would be very interesting because a lot of moves, you could do a lot of cool stuff like that. Like, so say if Vegito, if he had a FRC on his Banshee Blast, so he could move exactly after it, or if like Frieza with his orb could shoot out orbs, then FRC it right when he releases it and then go in. I think FRC would be cool in Dragon Ball Fighter Z as well, but I guess if I had to pick, I would pick FD probably over FRC, I guess, unfortunately, and just hope that the rest of the game is toned up. So anyway, I don't get how people can be such babies about a video game, because one dude has really done more than all these dudes. What's your Patreon? I can give you my Patreon or my PayPal, or there's always Super Chat if you want to donate to that, but my Patreon is this if you want to pitch in. And I'll get my fucking PayPal as well if anyone wants to donate, I guess. Can you shout out Sean Ranklin? Who is Sean Ranklin? Who is that? Why am I shouting this person out? Do they deserve to be shouted out? What is the story behind this person? Why am I shouting this person out? I need information. Sean Ranklin. Who is this person? Did the hate start somewhere, or did someone just somebody did you actually discover? I can tell that story where that started. Let me get something to. Man, I want to get something to. Oh, okay, I got a bit of water here. I told this story. If we're not talking about why I originally didn't like the FGC, because like I said, right when I first started entering tournaments, I started beating people. But one of the original reasons that I first started getting hate in the video game community is back in the day when I was a kid, when I was winning all these video game tournaments. A lot of people, they wanted to see me lose, right? And so what happened was there was an unpopular player named Tom Mass who was actually helping the community out. And unfortunately, he actually had helped the community out, but a lot of dudes didn't want to admit it because he wasn't popular. And I knew that Tom had helped people out, and I called out other people in the community for not defending Tom with me. And so people talk shit about me. They're like, look at Clayton. This is just proof. Clayton will throw his own friends under the bus. He's talking shit about Kenji. Everyone loves Kenji. And, they wanted any reason to hate me anyway since I was winning those tournaments. And they're like, I can't believe Clayton would defend Thomas over Kenji. But the thing is, I knew Thomas was a good guy. And anyway, long story short, years later, it was admitted that people were actually stealing games from Thomas, and they were going to other tournaments. They were stealing games, and it was these Team Serious guys that Kenji was a part of. And so people forget, but that's one of the original reasons I got hate for in the community. And it just kept on going ever since then. I defended this guy that wasn't popular, who was getting a bad rap. And it later did come out that all these dudes were actually the bad guys, but they kind of wiped the rest of it under the rug. It's fucked up. But Daimo, Subnet Lord, what's up? Do you want Testament and Strive? I don't really care about Testament, but I guess his fans probably deserve to see him again. Mega Dude, how long do you think Strive will be delayed? Sounds like the first half of next year, whatever that is. Thomas was a guy I told the story in the very beginning days of Guilty Gear X. Like, Kenji was the most famous Angie player in Guilty Gear, okay? But Thomas was the first Angie player in America that was actually doing something. And Thomas was doing a lot of cool tricks and everything like that. And I gave props to Thomas, right? And I was like, man, Thomas was doing a lot of crazy tricks that people were not doing at the time in Guilty Gear XX at the time, right? And Thomas housed a lot of people for free. He was running tournaments out of his basement. I mean, he had a huge basement. He had a nice house, right? And he had helped Kenji before and all these people. And people started talking shit about Thomas, though, because Thomas was kind of older. You know what I mean? You got to think like, man, I was whatever, 15, 16, I guess, whatever the time was. Guilty Gear XX was out, a long time ago. It was a long time ago, but however old I was at the time. But and Thomas, he had his own house, right? So I think people wanted to hate Thomas because he was older, quotation marks, and he still played video games. So a bunch of kids wanted to hate him. And I was like, why would I talk shit about Thomas? Thomas is inviting us to his house. He's let us play video games. He has a nice house. He's helped us out. And I'm like, dude, Kenji, you know that you've got some of your strategies from Thomas. Why won't you defend Thomas with me? And he wouldn't do it. And so I called Kenji out publicly, which I guess you could argue, Clayton, you didn't have to call your friend out publicly, which I guess, yes, I didn't have to call him out, but it was morally the right thing to do. People didn't have to talk shit about Thomas in public when they knew he was a good guy. And I said before, Kenji is a person who, Kenji was a very important person to me in my life at one point. We traveled a lot while I was going to those tournaments, but Kenji was a very two-faced person. Kenji would pretend to suck your dick if you thought he would be your friend. But Kenji, of all people, Kenji would not defend Thomas, and I thought it was really fucked up. So anyway, at tournaments, people started stealing Thomas's games when he would host tournaments. And then other people at other tournaments started having their games stolen. And it actually came out that it was Kenji's crew who was stealing stuff from people. And so that's pretty fucked up, right? And so people forget that. But that's actually one of the reasons I originally got hate, because I was defending Thomas, and Thomas was not popular. And then they kind of just swept it under the rug that, they were doing all that shit, unfortunately. But that's the story of Thomas. But I've showed pictures of Thomas, so. Yeah, they stole his games, and they were. I didn't know about this part, but I posted a video about it. But apparently, they were. Apparently, these dudes were actually going into people's tournaments, and they were taking people's toothbrushes when they would go to the bathroom, and then put the toothbrushes in the toilet as well, which I was really fucked up. I was really pissed to hear about that. I was really not happy. Like, if I ever saw those guys again, I would definitely tell them something about it. I was really pissed off to hear that they did that. I don't know if that part is true, but it's pretty common knowledge that they were going around stealing people's games at this point. Unfortunately, most people forget that they gave me a bad rap for that and tried to act like I was the one doing stuff. But, that's life, I guess. Excuse me. Excuse me. That was 3 burps in a row, dude. That was 3 burps in a row. Totally not scary though. That's the reason I'm reluctant to host anything at my crib. Oh yeah, dude, I would never. Oh my god, dude, I cannot. I heard that toothbrush story and I was pissed. I'm still pissed about that, and the fact that I brought it up to these dudes too, and I showed the messages. I'm like, dude, what the fuck is going on? Like, I heard about you motherfuckers stealing games from people, but did you guys really go and put people's toothbrushes in the toilet? And I just got a bunch of bullshit messages like, oh, we were kids, you know, maybe we did, maybe we didn't. And I was like, holy fuck, dude, what is wrong with you guys? Man, that pisses me off just thinking about that, dude. Man, fucked up. To think about some of the people I used to travel with, that they were doing that shit. Man, it's fucking ridiculous, dude. And then especially to think that people think I was the one that was the bad guy. Unbelievable, these motherfuckers, but that's life, I guess, right? You always go, what do you think of the Mortal Kombat 11 aftermath? I don't know. What is the Mortal Kombat 11 aftermath? Oh, the story. Oh, I don't have much to say about it, I guess. I guess I don't really have much to say about that, really. Oh, did someone just donate to my Patreon recently? Who is this? Oh, wow. Ricky. Oh. Don't dox me. Oh, thanks, dude. I appreciate it. Dymo. Now I know your real name, motherfucker. Thank you. I appreciate it. I just saw that I got another donate. Thank you. I appreciate it. More money than I make on YouTube, guys. Trust me. You always go live on my skating times. Sorry, dude. Most people in the FGC nowadays weren't even born 20 years ago, so everything for them is fake for them. Yeah, you know what the thing is, though? Here's the thing. People can say stuff is fake, but you can still look up stuff on the internet. You can still see, you know, pictures of it. Do I have every single tournament record that I've ever won? Do I have all of that saved? No, I don't. No, I don't have all of it saved, but you can certainly go look up and see a lot of it. You know what I mean? You can go look up and see a lot of the stuff I say is true. I mean, sorry that I have not saved every single fucking goddamn tournament that I've ever won in my entire fucking life. You know what I mean? But I still have lots of pictures of some of them. You know what I mean? I could still probably go find some of my video game trophies in my basement. You know what I mean? So even if people say like 20 years ago was so long ago it didn't happen, you can still look it up, dude. You know what I mean? It's not like, I don't know. Right. Geese, what's up with the Pikachu? I just like Pikachu, really. Plus, every time I fucking live stream, someone flags me if I show my body or my face. So I guess I gotta hide myself. I don't know if any Pikachu stream has been flagged yet. I'd have to go check. But I know other live streams get flagged a shitload. So I got to keep it on Pikachu, right? So. What was one of your more happier moments during those periods of video games? I could tell that one story again. I feel like you guys have already heard it. I can tell it again, though. The story of me in Montreal was one of the only happy video game moments I ever had. I feel like I've told that story a lot, though. I can tell it again if people aren't going to be bored, but I can tell it again. I don't know. Post if you guys want me to tell that story again, but I feel like I've told that story a number of times, but That was one of the only good video game tournaments I had. Like I said, most of my memories of video games were not even good. Like I said, even that last big video game tournament that I won, where people are saying like, "Oh, Combo Fiend is the best in American Guilty Gear," and then it's Marn. You know what I did, dude? I won that tournament, and you know how people said they're like, "How could you let Clayton win again? How could you let Final Showdown win again? It wasn't even fun. It sucked." You know what I mean? So most of my memories from video games were not even good. Look at that. Look at the last Evo I went to. The last Evo I went to, you can go look it up. It was me and Mike Watson in the finals of Street Fighter Alpha. They fucking pulled the fire alarm on me during the finals. And then you know what they did? All they did on the fucking forum, you can look at the forum. Everyone's like, "Oh yeah, we hate this game. It sucked. We don't like this game anymore. It sucks. We've always hated this game. We only had it because Clayton wanted it." Okay, you motherfuckers only wanted this game because of me? I thought you motherfuckers hate me. You know I don't fucking like you. You're going to tell me you had a world tournament for me? Are you a fucking idiot? And I remember that stupid fucking guy, like that Saber guy and all these other motherfuckers. Oh my God, they don't have a fucking opinion of their own. They're always fucking dick suckers. I still see these grown ass dudes playing. Dudes that never won video game tournaments that always fucking talking shit, dude. All they ever did was try to dick suck some top player so they would be friends with them. It's fucking ridiculous. Anyway. That story again, I can tell it. The Montreal story. It's not that. Well, I guess it's one of my only good memories. So, back in the day, the CVS 2 days, right? Back in the CVS 2 days, right? So, oh man. So the CVS 2 days. The backstory of this was that I had gone to a couple of major tournaments in Toronto. And so what happened when the very first tournament I went to in Toronto, we drove there and I ended up beating all of Toronto's best players, but I lost to the Montreal players, right? So the best in Canada at the time was considered the Montreal guys. So if you guys have ever heard of Arturo Sabin, he still streams, the Team Spooky or Arturo Sabin, whatever, those kind of guys. So some of the Montreal guys were famous because JFL had beaten Arturo. And, Arturo was a very famous Street Fighter 2, CVS 2 kind of guy, right? And so the Montreal guys were considered very good at the time. So what happened was I went to one of these big Toronto tournaments. I beat all the Toronto's best guys, but I lost to the Montreal guys. So the Montreal guys talk shit about me. They're like, "Oh yeah, he got lucky. He's not. Final Showdown isn't that good. We don't know how he's doing all this other stuff. He may have beat the Toronto guys, but he couldn't beat us, right?" So anyway, I got fifth at that tournament. Then there was another big Toronto tournament. I got fifth again. I beat all the best Toronto guys basically again, but I lost to the Montreal guys again, which that tournament was fucked up because I told the story. Then it was me and JFL at one point at the tournament, and someone tried to rob my brother at the tournament. And while we're playing, they're like, "Oh, Clayton, hey, you got to come with us right after this match because someone just robbed your brother." And it's like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? But arcades are not always held in the best of areas, right? So anyway, I got fifth at that tournament. So then the next Canadian championship actually was in Montreal, right? So we go to Montreal, and man, it's like a fucking 12-hour drive or however fucking long it is. It was a long fucking time. And I think I lost my first match. I think I lost because we didn't get to practice or anything. I lost my first match, and maybe I don't remember. It was a long fucking time ago. But anyway, point of the story was, so I ended up versing JFL in the tournament again, and I beat JFL, and the arcade went fucking crazy. And it's the only moment in my life where I had one of those kind of like movie moments where like the crowd like bum rushed me and like lifted me up. And all these Montreal guys who had talked shit about me, they're like, "Oh, we will never talk shit about you ever again, Final Showdown." They're like, "No scrub could ever beat JFL." They're like, "We will never say anything bad about you ever again. You just beat JFL." And it's an anticlimactic story, though, because then I lost to Prez. So the best in Montreal were considered a guy named JFL and Prez. So I ended up losing to Prez, and I got third at the tournament. So anticlimactic, but it was a cool moment at the time because it's the only time like an arcade ever like bum rushed me and lifted me up, and they're like, "Oh yeah, Final Showdown, we'll never talk shit about you again, blah blah blah." So that was maybe one of the only nice moments I had in video games. And like I said, it was kind of anticlimactic, actually. Like I said, even after all of those tournaments that I've won, you know what I mean? Most of them were not very fun. Most of the time, people just talk shit. You know what I mean? So that was kind of that was one of the only good moments I guess I had, right? But it was anticlimactic, right? So there you go. I only won the only tournament I went to at CSUN, and I noticed that people can get really. What is CSUN? Sounds cool. Go, Clayton. How old are you? I'm daddy. I'm a daddy mode. Why didn't I get this notification for the live? Happy birthday, thanks, dude. Yeah, so I don't have a lot of moments. I mean, there were definitely times. I mean, because there is a point. Like when I first really started winning a lot of tournaments, because my first year of disability, I won every tournament I went to for an entire year besides Evo. Like the community tries to act like that didn't happen, but it did. There was a year period where I won like every single tournament I entered besides Evo for an entire year. The community tries to act like that didn't happen, but it just goes to show how insecure they are. And there was a time that people were nice to me at first, right? Like I remember, I could show you guys pictures of it. Like, let me see, I can flip the camera around. I think I could probably go find this picture. Like this was kind of a fun tournament. Where is it? Right. Let me see. Let me see if I can find the picture on my Facebook of the tournament I won here. And I'll show you guys an old picture. Let me look for this picture. Wait a second. I mean, I could show you a picture. Yeah, I mean, there's some pictures here, but where's this picture specifically that I'm talking about? Oh God, well there you go. That's fine. You know what, Pete? You guys probably don't get that. Here's a sad picture. You guys probably don't. I don't know if can you guys see this? Can you see that? Do you guys realize? I don't know if can you guys. Is this showing up, or was that showing up? Ooh, do I have to like zoom out? Maybe. Is it like showing? Can you guys see that? Like, look at those CRTs, the old Jesus PS2. Can you see it? Man, this is really how far away do I have to be? Wow, this looks fucked up as fuck. What's going on? Is it showing up, that picture? I can't fucking tell. Oh, let me look at it on my phone. Hold on. Let me look on my phone to make sure it's actually showing up. Library. No, home, subscriptions. Okay. So anyway, like say basically they're like, people try to say that Clayton never helped people. Do you realize that every tournament I would go to and you could see I'm wearing that hat because I had just done radiation and my hair had came out. Every tournament that I used to go to and win, I would sit down with everybody and teach them how video games worked, like Guilty Gear. Because people didn't know half the shit and worked like that in Guilty Gear. Most of the knowledge in Guilty Gear originally came from me. People think that's a lie. It isn't, dude. All those tournaments I used to go to, after doing radiation, I'm wearing a hat because I'm sick as fuck. I used to sit down with everybody and teach people how the game worked. But, people try to act like that didn't happen. You know what I mean? Clayton's lying. Clayton never did any of this stuff, right? Let's erase Clayton from the history of video games. Like, look at this. Clayton was never sick, dude. Yeah, like Clayton was never sick. Nope, that never fucking happened, dude. You know what I mean? It's all fake, dude. Clayton was not going to these tournaments sick. Where's let me see where's that one pitch on that tournament I'm talking about? Which is it? Is it in the other video? Oh, God damn it. Anyway, that's a funny picture because there's always like Clayton doesn't help anybody. It's like, dude, Clayton used to go around helping people, dude, all the fucking time. And then I got fucking tired of it because then all these dudes would go and then say they found it after I helped them and like making up. It's like, dude, I was just there in person teaching you about the game, dude. Like, why would you go and lie about that? Like, how fucking petty you are. Okay, like, so there's a tournament. Can you see this? I don't know if this shows up. It's really fucking small, right? There's me with like, I won like a arcade crap, blah, 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 all that kind of stuff. Like, dude, that tournament had like, that was a big tournament at the time, dude. Like that tournament, like I won that tournament. And at the time when I won that tournament, yeah, people were, people were pretty like nice to me too, because that's the tournament where I had actually double perfected some people at that tournament. Like, dude, it was pretty bad. And, yeah, people were really nice to me at one point. But then, at some point, people wanted me to lose and people started like talking shit about me. And then they started saying that I faked being sick once my hair started coming out and I started wearing a hat. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you guys? Why would I like purposely wear a hat for 2 years while my hair is coming out? Like, you guys are so fucked up, dude. Anyway, where did you play Guilty Gear XR? No, I was already out of it. My last tournament that I won was in 2008. Hi, sexy. What's up? Happy birthday, Pikachu. Fat Pikachu. Thanks, dude. Happy birthday, Clayton. What's up? Wow, DP, wow, you double perfected. Yeah, happy birthday, Clayton. Did you ever shut a trash talker up in the game? Yeah, so, okay, a funny story. And I don't know if you could find it. I think Dymo had actually didn't Dymo actually find some old game combos, some old archives of game combos? So here's a story, right? So if you guys recall, I told this story before. At one point, I was beating people so bad in video games that I was beating people so bad in video games that I actually went to that one Pittsburgh or Philadelphia tournament or whatever. And when I got to the tournament, they legitimately canceled the tournament when I got there. I got to the tournament and I was beating people so bad, they canceled the entire fucking tournament when I got there. It was fucked up, dude. So anyway, so I couldn't really get people to play me, right? And I couldn't get people to play me where I live. Like, that's why it's weird. I do see people sometimes say like, oh, I lived in Florida, or I lived in Ohio, or I live in Chicago, or I live in the random cities. You know what I mean? Like, I never lived anywhere. I just was winning a lot of tournaments when I would travel, right? Because I couldn't get people to play me. Like, I live in Michigan, right? And I can tell you, all those years that I lived in Michigan, we might have only had 5 or 6 tournaments ever in those 5 or whatever years that I played video games for Guilty Gear. They would not have tournaments where I live because I was beating people so bad. I know a funny story I've told. I don't know if I've actually told this story before, at least lately. There's one story where I beat a guy, came over with his girlfriend to play me, and the girl literally messaged me and she said, dude, oh God, I'm not going to say his name. Let's call him Jay. She messaged me and she said, Jay is crying right now while we're driving home. You beat him so bad. All he does is play Guilty Gear, and he is crying right now on the way home saying that he will beat you next time because he's never beat me before, right? So anyway, that's pretty sad. I'm going to call him Jay because we're friends, so I'm not going to talk shit about him, so I'm going to call him Jay. But his girlfriend was Melissa. I'll say Melissa. I'm not going to say, I don't know if anyone knows who I'm talking about, but Melissa messaged me, and Melissa's like, dude, Jay cried the whole way home. You beat him so bad. But anyway, so if you're talking about shutting up a shit talker, so there was actually one tournament in Michigan where we actually had, I think it was like 25 people. Now, you got to realize back in the day, for a random ass city to have 25 people in a tournament is huge. Okay? Like I said, the most money I ever even won at a tournament was like $350, something like that. Video games were not that, people did not enter. There was not that many people right back in the day. So this tournament had like 25 people or some shit, right? Which is huge. For a fucking random city just to have 25 people was big. So it was a Michigan tournament, and there was a guy on Game Combos, and I forget what he was called. he kept posting a picture of a scrub brush, and he kept saying, "Why won't Final Showdown come play us? Is he afraid that he's a scrub and we're going to scrub him out?" And he would always post this picture of a scrub brush. Have you ever seen? It's like this picture, like it's like a picture of this like scrub brush, but it has a smiley face on it. It's some product, and he always used to he kept posting to me on game combos. And he kept on posting this picture of that scrub brush character with a smile face on it. And like, Final Showdown is afraid to play us because he's a scrub, because we're going to scrub him out like this scrub brush. Anyway, so they had a tournament and they had like 25 people at it, which is fucking huge for a random tournament. I went there, dude. I saw the dudes that were talking shit about me. Is that it? Was it Mr. Scrubbing Bubbles? I'll have to look it up. It's the scrubby brush thing that has a smiling face on it. And they even made like a fake account, like Mr. Scrub Brush, saying I was afraid of them. Some bullshit. So I went to this tournament, dude. When I got to the tournament, I think if you guys know how I look, right? So I don't look like a normal nerd, right? I guess I'm very nerdy. I jack off to anime, or I used to at least, right? But whatever. So I got to this tournament, dude. Do you know what these guys looked like? Dude, anime t-shirts, pimples all over their face, glasses, the most cliche nerds you could have, dude. So I don't think they knew it was me. So I went there. I don't even think I signed up as Final Showdown at first. I just played a few matches of casual, and one of these fat guys came up to me and he was like, "Are you Final Showdown?" And dude, he looked down at the floor, dude. He was like, I didn't think you would look like you looked like. Anyway, so I won the tournament, and, man, they got destroyed. But yeah, maybe that's the only evidence of like a dude that kept trying to call me out. So I went to their tournament, which sucked, because if you think that the tournament had like 25 people at it, just a random city, man, we could have had a lot of people, right? So, but yeah, no, we had a couple Japanese guys. I don't know if people remember that, but there were like a couple Japanese guys, because Michigan has Ann Arbor, and so it's like a big college town. And at one point, there were a couple Japanese Guilty Gear guys that came for a tournament, and I won that tournament. But generally speaking, no, Michigan actually didn't really have a lot of tournaments for Guilty Gear, actually. So, like I said, there might have only been 5 tournaments or some bullshit. I forget. It was a fucking long time ago. So, anyway, I forget. Where are we? 2008 seems like yesterday. Yeah, a long time. Happy birthday. Hot chocolate vanilla swirl. Thanks. Ebola is back. Clayton, is it? Yeah, no. So I remember, I don't want to say his name. I'm just going to call him Jay. I guess that's not his name, but yeah. Where are we? I wonder if I could find that. What is that thing? It was like a fucking scrub brush. Scrub brush character? What is that? What is that character? What was that fucking? There used to be this like product, Mr. Scrub Brush. Mr. Scrub Brush. It's not. Yes, this is the guy. Okay, I found it. It's this guy. Yeah. This is the guy. Okay, wait, I'll show you guys. It was this guy. Where is it? Where's my stream? So this is the guy. Yeah, this guy made this fake account. This guy made this fake account, and he kept calling himself like Mr. Scrub Brush, and he always used that character, and he kept on trying to call me out like I'm afraid of him. And then, I got to the tournament, and I don't think they thought I was going to look like I did, because I have had some people like, we did not expect, because we thought you were going to be like super nerdy yourself because of how you talk and you type. And they're like, we didn't expect you to like, look like you look like, basically. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I've definitely had dudes who, yeah, they did not expect me to look like I looked like, I guess. I actually had one guy that used to tell me he thought I was going to look like Michael Jackson, actually. He's like, I actually thought you were going to look like Michael Jackson. I thought you were going to have like a really high voice and be like really fat or skinny and nerdy, and like you have muscles or something. I because of the way you type, and then like he got like afraid. So anyway, yeah, those were the days, I guess. The video game days, I guess, right? Anyway, there's a story for you guys. But like I said, it wasn't even that fun though. Wasn't that fun. Like I said, I don't remember having a lot of good memories of video games. Didn't matter how many tournaments I won because there was always someone talking shit about me, trying to act like I fake shit. And I'm like, man, you guys are so fucking stupid, dude. Oh well. That's a story for you guys. Any other stories you want to hear, maybe? Excuse me. Man, these cashews are hitting me hard, dude. These cashews are hitting me hard, dude. The cashews. Oh my God. Wow. Anyway, where am Clayton? I got to go. See you next stream. Thanks, dude. For some most embarrassing nut story. I don't know if I have a most embarrassing nut story. Tasty muffin. Wow. Most regretful nut. I don't know. Yeah, I was actually when I got to. I remember when Street Fighter Alpha came out. I remember because I was very young during the Street Fighter 2 days, and I remember the arcade staff actually let me play. They actually let me play Street Fighter Alpha before anyone else. Like it was in the back. Like right when Street Fighter Alpha got shipped to the arcade crew actually invited me back just to play with all the other Street Fighter guys before they let the public play it. I remember. So that was actually, I guess that was kind of a cool memory. I was a very, 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 very little kid back then. And I just, I was always playing Street Fighter 2 with all these guys at the arcade. And so when the arcade got Street Fighter Alpha at first, it was in the back before they set it up with everybody. And they just invited some of me and these like older Street Fighter players to like play it a few times before everyone else, before they let the public play it actually. So that was pretty cool. Best lips in the FGC. I don't know. Who is considered hot in the FGC? Who's a girl that's considered hot in the FGC? I actually have no idea. Just Ray. Happy birthday. Thanks, dude. I don't know who's considered hot in the FGC. Where are we? What do you do? What do you enjoy outside of gaming? I don't know. Listening to music, art, I guess. Aro, who's Aro? Nakio. Like I said, I can't believe. I don't know why people support Nakio. Even that dude, like I said, man, that motherfucker going around talking shit about me with other dudes saying I faked being sick. Then he gets sick and he has a GoFundMe up. Give me a fucking break. No fucking shame, dude. I don't know how people don't call these motherfuckers out for that kind of shit. That chick that does 18 cosplay, who's that? There's a nice Turkish girl that plays Telement. Aro. Oh yeah. Show me pictures of these. Let me see who I would want a birthday selfie from. Who would I want a birthday selfie from? Who should I try to get a birthday selfie from? Arzo. I got to type in these names because I don't know who the fuck these people are, unless some people just want to put in a link and I shall check it out. Because I don't know who the fuck these people are. Otto, Arzo, Otto, 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 Otto. That sounds like something else, right? Otto? What is that? That sounds like something strange. Otto, Otto. He, She was one of the hosts on Dragon Ball Fighter Z World Tour. Man, I'm so disappointed and sad about the Guilty Gear interview. I know you warned us for stuff. Yeah, the Strive interview was sad, but I guess I'm not surprised because generally these things don't change, right? Generally speaking, games don't really change. So I'm not surprised. I'm sad, but sadly not surprised. Anyway, I got to look up this Otto. I'm just getting a picture of a dog. Otto FGC. Otto Lee. This is Otto. This is a guy. A guy is popping up when I look this guy up. This can't be this person. This is a dude. That's a dude. This can't be right. I think you dudes have lied to me. This is a dude. I think you guys are just gonna have to link it because I can't find this shit. I don't see these. Oh, did my chat freeze? No, there we go. I couldn't see anything. Aru Tekken. Okay, I'll look at them out. Why can't I fucking copy and paste this? Fine, whatever. Aru Tekken. Aru. Oh yeah, that girl looks kind of cute. Okay, that girl looks kind of cute. Do we have like a video of her? Yeah, she doesn't look bad. This looks like she's playing other games. This doesn't. This does she actually play fighting games or does she play RPGs and stuff? This looks like. Yeah, she's not bad. Who else do we have? Ha ha ha! Happy birthday, thanks, dude. Bleach fighter I'm in. Which game do you think has the most fun and neutral? Super Turbo or Guilty Gear, I guess. Yeah, man. Yeah, man, that's hard to say. I mean, I feel like it's probably more what characters. I feel like it's probably more like what character matchups have a fun kind of neutral, or maybe what characters have a fun neutral. Because I mean, maybe there's some characters that shit just starts going on the screen and it's not. I don't know. That's probably a good question. Joshua, okay, I best be going later, dude. Well, maybe if this new Bleach anime maybe if this new Bleach anime does good, there will be a new game, right? Then look at Kiana. Yeah, okay, I've heard of her. Yeah, she's not bad. Okay, yeah. Please does actually I'm trying to think, does the Kiana girl have big lips? We are objectifying girls on my stream right now. Yeah, she's all right. Please, people, just send an email to Bandai Namco and just I'm working, asking for a Bleach fighting game. I already did. I don't like Dragon Ball FighterZ. How do you think it's the whack? Who do you think is the wackest Guilty Gear character? Well, I know back in the day, when like Eddie and Slayer were the best, I would say that like back like in the XX days, I would say Eddie was the best character and Slayer was the cheapest character, if that makes sense. I guess Eddie is the best character and Slayer was the wackest character because Eddie because Slayer could just hit you with a pile bunker counter hit and then you automatically died, or he could just bite loop you and you could technically die. Back in the original XX, but who is the wackest Guilty Gear character now? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I like Samurai Showdown, but it's just too simple, even Sam Show standards. Yeah, I was disappointed that they made a. I was disappointed that they made Samurai Showdown a simple Samurai Showdown, because Samurai Showdown already isn't a super complicated game in the first place. So I'm like, why do you need to make a more simple Samurai Showdown? Like, the game is already not super complicated. You know what I mean? So I don't know why they did that. Yeah, I remember in Slash. I think Slash is when they really started toning down the invincibility on the pile bunker. I think the infinite didn't work as much. I think the infinite you could mash out of it just with like a level 2 stagger, so then it wasn't like real. It wasn't like so it's realistic, more realistic to get out of that kind of stuff. Freeze a figure. I gotta go do some homework later. The bite loop, yeah, I'm trying to think. Yeah, some of that stuff was like I remember they made it like easier to mash out of that kind of stuff. I remember that. Man, did the bite loop dizzy you in XX as well? Is that what it is? Did the bite loop used to dizzy you as well? I fucking forget. I remember it was fucking stupid, but like I said, I always just felt that Eddie's the best character in the game and Slayer was the cheapest. You know what I mean? So, hey, what you gonna do? That's life, I guess. Apparently, Garo 2 was 70% done before SNK went down. Yeah, I would be interested. Yeah, I have heard that. I would be interested in seeing how far that game got, or well, I guess if you're saying 70%, because a 70% version of the game, a 70% version of the game should still be pretty playable. You should still be able to see how it is, right? So I would be interested in fiddling around with that, for fun. I mean, fuck, dude. How long have they had things like Sonic 2, where you got these kind of bullshit levels? I mean, fuck you. It's still kind of interesting to see, right? Clay, you would be great as a commentator. I don't know if people would want me. I don't know who would I commentate with though. Some of these dudes don't really like me, and I don't like them, right? So it might become a volatile situation. Plus, I swear every other sentence, right? So they don't like that. So first of all, I got to find someone I get along with. Then I got to find something. Then I got to try not to swear. Man, what a terribly situation, I guess, eh? The combo was shit. One thing, yeah, I will say, I would not be a person that would call everything fucking optimal. You hear someone like, oh, he went for the optimal combo, he went for the optimal combo. Oh, optimal. That is not me. I'd be like, dude, that's not optimal, bro. That ain't optimal. That's fucking bullshit. Nah, that wasn't optimal. Nah, it wasn't. Oh, what an op! I'm like, actually, that wasn't. It's like, Clay, can you just comment that? Don't make me look bad. I'm just telling you, dude, that wasn't optimal. That wasn't optimal. I mean, their delays showing by birthday station too. Yeah, I would assume that girl probably is playable. I like the swear aspect. Yeah, yeah. I try to be honest and genuine, but what did you get for your birthday? I mean, I've been locked in the house. I had a doctor appointment today. Like I said, I had that doctor appointment over the phone, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I guess you probably should come in about your tumor." And I'm like, "Yeah, that's what I thought." So I'm like, "Why did you have me stay at home all the day for the fucking to talk on the phone? We want you to actually come home. We want you to come here." So now I got to go back then to the hospital tomorrow to talk about the tumor. So fucking retarded, dude. One of the characters, one of the characters was John Gash's pupil. Yeah, I wonder how that. I'd like to see it. Hi, Clayton. Is today your birthday? Yeah, today is my birthday. Me and LTG. Well, I don't think me and LTG would get along though. I don't. To me, I don't think me and LTG would get along though. I don't think, right? I don't know how that would work. Man, I don't know. I don't really like people talking shit about other people. I'm against that aspect of the fighting game community. I don't like people fighting with everyone all the time. Happy birthday, Pikachu Voco Junior 10. Thanks, dude. Look into Lyratal. I don't know what that is. I didn't know you had a tumor. Hope everything works out for you, man. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Gotta go get it checked again. Yeah, I don't know who I would do, dude. Like I said, I thought, ooh, I thought every time I think I'm cool with someone, I always find out I'm not. Like I said, I thought me and Obama were cool. I didn't know me and Obama had beef until Obama started sending me those weird messages. Like, I didn't know we didn't like each other, but okay. I didn't know we didn't like each other. I mean, you shouted me out before, and I said thank you multiple times. I didn't know we had beef, but so like I said, I don't even know who I would do, who I'd do it with. So no, yeah, I've seen Filipino Champ has been shitty to people, so no, I wouldn't like him. Yeah, Majin Obama. Yeah, thanks for the happy birthday, dude. I appreciate it. I feel like the Japanese FGC is pretty cool. Yeah, I can't say anything about that. I don't know any of the Japanese dudes. I mean, or I don't know any Japanese dudes well, I guess. You know what I mean? So I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure how stuff works. You know, I'm kind of my own dude, right? I'm always kind of just to myself doing my own thing, I guess. Would you commentate with Japanese players? Maybe Daigo, you have a unique pronunciation. My Japanese is not that good. My Japanese is nowhere near that good. My Japanese is fucking awful. I would not be able to. I can read a little bit of Japanese. Like if my brain is working, I can read a little bit of Japanese and it's not too slangy. But speaking Japanese, I suck. You know, I always say the same thing. 簡単なら少し日本語ができるけど、でもちょっと難しいからかもしれないくらい。俺なんかこの年になったのにぬぐるみを抱っこしながら話せるのはちょっと変かな。でもピカチュウこの可愛いからしゃあねえな。But in general, you know, my Japanese is terrible, you know. When I was in Japan, I went to some Taito stations, and it was awesome to see the atmosphere there. I wasn't impressed with any of the arcades when I went to Japan. Like I said, I remember arcades as a kid, so the Japanese arcades, it was cool to see that arcades were still there, but they were not impressive per se. In all the places that had fighting games and everything like that, you're allowed to smoke and all that kind of stuff. And it's like, man, ugh. You just like reeked of cigarette smoke and all that kind of stuff. And you got to remember, I'm sick, dude. So I did not like the arcade atmosphere in Japan, actually. I wonder how the Japanese will react to this Strive blog post now that they give respectful feedback and stay quiet on search ads haven't worked out. Yeah, that wasn't a very good idea, was it? Were you looking forward to playing the new? Oh, I mean, yeah, of course I'm looking forward to it. I mean, did I think it was going to be amazing? No. I mean, it didn't look like that, but anything is new is fun. Anything that is new is potentially fun. But if the substance isn't there, it's not going to stay fun for very long. We all want to see Clay and Daigo do some collab videos. Did you ever pick up chicks in Japan? I didn't talk to a lot of Japanese chicks because a lot of the Japanese girls were like very nervous around me. You know what I mean? It was very hard to have a conversation. Like I said, I did have some Japanese girls come up to me and tried to talk, but then when I actually talked back to them, they were so nervous they couldn't say anything. And it was awkward. But, generally speaking, not a lot of people are having sex in Japan. There's a very small demographic of people that are getting laid in Japan. And I've talked about it before. Basically the people that get laid in Japan get laid a lot because generally most people don't have sex because a lot of people don't actually talk to each other. So Japanese smokes in arcade. Well, I thought arcades are very clean as long as you are not playing fighting games. Like the bottom floor, when it's just like the UFO catchers and crane games, that kind of stuff is very clean. But once you like go up the stairs, it's very dirty, actually. The Club Sega in 2006. Oh, so it might have been different back then. That's a long time ago, right? So I don't know. So have you ever went to a love hotel? No, I didn't go to any love hotel, but I talked about a friend that lives in Japan, and he was telling me that love hotels are interesting. Like the reason love hotels, are still going is because there's not like a lot of places to have sex in Japan, right? Because everyone lives so close together, and a lot of people live with their family. You know what I mean? For so long, it's not like you can just bring girls over to have sex with and all that kind of stuff, right? So, that's why love hotels exist, because that's generally if you go to the city before you come back home, you'll have sex with a girl. Like my friend was telling me, he had a friend, they've gone to clubs before and they met a girl at the club, gone to the love hotel, banged one girl, go back to the club, bang a different girl in the love hotel, all the same day, right? But, a problem with love hotels as well is if you can afford the love hotel to be having sex multiple times, you probably could have afforded your own place in the first place to be having sex with all these girls. So it's kind of a weird situation if you get what I'm getting at. So it's like, if you have money to be consistently having sex at a love hotel, you probably could have bought your own apartment to be having sex with someone. So it's kind of a weird kind of thing, right? So that's why not a lot of people are having regular sex in Japan. My favorite food in Japan, all the food in Japan was amazing. All the food in Japan was amazing. Well, at least they make weird hentai, so the sexual repression is good for something, I guess, right? Well, I think I told the story. I don't know if my friend was just joshing me. I don't know if my friend was fucking with me, but he said there was some kind of study in Japan that like a third of all people have admitted to jacking off at work or something like that, which sounds like a pretty crazy statistic, right? Clay, would you like a Baki fighting game? I've never seen that, but I know what it is. I've heard of it, but I've never seen it. But I've heard of it. Ender Goku 9001, what's up? Excuse me. Oh boy, I've been on for a while, guys, so I don't know how much longer I'm going to do this. So we'll answer a few more questions, and I'm probably going to bust out of here. I do appreciate everyone, coming into this birthday stream. Thanks, dudes. What the? Is my fucking mouse broken? This goddamn fucking... I think my mouse is breaking. Hey, Clayton Cyrus Zidane. Hey, what's up? Agree. I ate like a savage. One waitress even said "sugoi" to me because I was eating two different dishes. Yeah, one of the things that said, like I said, I never actually ate ramen while I was in Japan because it's kind of weird. But every day that me and friends were supposed to go eat ramen was a day I was sick. Just bad luck since my house sucks. So I actually never ate any ramen. And one of the days that I went to go get those really famous pancakes, I got a bunch of pancakes, but I couldn't even finish it because I was sick, which kind of made me feel bad because I felt like they made it and I didn't eat it all, and I felt really rude. But, life of a sick person, I guess, unfortunately. I guess the love hotel, but have your own house thing is for personal protection because you can never be sure who to give your address. Japan is pretty safe. I mean, Japan is weird because, man, I don't know if people like understand this, right? Like, I don't know if you can understand how safe you can feel in Japan, even though you're all like claustrophobic and like packed like sardines. Yet it feels so safe. It's absolutely bizarre. Did you ever try grilled eel? I don't think I did. Sunny side up 7. Clay, keep it 10 toes down as always. Thanks, dude. Enjoy your birthday. Wish you all the best. And fat piggy sweet dinner today. Thanks, dude. General Osmo, happy birthday. What would you say is the best place to visit in Japan? I've never been to Kyoto, so I feel like I should go try to visit Kyoto, but Tokyo was awesome, right? I mean, I've just been around America and Canada and then Japan. I would like to visit other countries, but I have to make it realistic, right? Yeah, so I mean, it's crazy that you can be feel so packed, yet feel safe. Because I definitely think there's a stereotype, of course, if you're in America, like, oh man, if we're in an apartment and we're all close together, blah blah blah, and like it feels you're like constricted, maybe it feels dangerous. But Japan was definitely interesting that everyone could be so close together, yet you feel safe and it doesn't feel dangerous. So it's you know very interesting, I think. Pudding pie. Happy birthday, Clayton. Thanks, dude. How about Hokkaido? I was really just around Japan, or blah, blah, blah. I was all around Tokyo and like close cities with it. I didn't travel too far out of that. Like I said, I would like to go visit Kyoto though. And at one point, we were going to some city outside of Tokyo. We were supposed to go to a hot spring, like an onsen. And man, it's funny, dude. Actually, because we went with the group, two of the people I met, I guess two of the people, right? Two of the people I met were married. So they wanted to be able to go into a private onsen, right? Boy and girl. But yeah, so we went to some city a little outside of Tokyo. I forget where it was. But each time we tried to go to the onsen, it was packed, because it's kind of like first come, first serve. And, they wanted to enjoy the onsen together. So it was either, it was always just all boy or all girl. And to have an onsen where it's like private, where a boy and a girl can be both in the same place, it's kind of first come, first serve. And so I forget what city it was exactly that we went to. I don't think it was a famous one per se, but, every time we tried to go to one, it was already We couldn't get in. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So generally speaking, when you're like packed like sardines, there's like a danger kind of feeling. But Japan, I didn't feel in danger. I mean, I felt like I was going to be lost a lot of times. That sucked. That sucked. I felt like I was in danger of not getting home a number of times, but I didn't feel in danger. I mean, probably the weirdest thing someone did to me in Japan is it's in the videos. I think it should be in my video vlogs. Some kind of like Down syndrome Japanese guy came up to our group and farted in our faces, and then he like ran away while like hobbling away and laughing about it. And we're like, did that dude seriously just come up to us to like fart in our face? And now he's like hobbling and running away while laughing. I mean, that was probably the weirdest thing, I guess, that someone tried to do to us, I guess. Unless you count like a grandma trying to like jack me off, I guess. But, you know, she's got bills to pay, so she's probably doing that to everybody, you know, but I didn't like feel unsafe or anything per se. The memes I hear about America generally stop at "Be American, get shot." And nonsense on the pride. What is this? In Japan, that's how people say hello. Yeah, it should be on my YouTube. It should, I remember because I remember taking a video of it, and I'm looking at my friends. And I'm like, dude, is that dude? Did he seriously just like fart in our face, and now he's like hobbling away? I think he must have been like slow or something. He probably thought he's like, oh, I'm gonna go fart in these foreigners' faces, and we'll laugh about it or something. It wasn't very. I didn't feel in danger. You know what I mean? So, but generally, my friend said, we went to the dangerous area of Japan. We went to the dangerous area of Japan, and it was very didn't seem very dangerous. My friend was like, "Yeah, this is the dangerous area of Japan." We went there and we hung out, and there's actually a nice restaurant. We went to that one restaurant right near the dangerous area of Japan. There's this restaurant, and it's really, really fascinating, really fucking fascinating. I think it was only 30 or $40, and it was a we had too big of a group, so it wasn't super worth it because we had a big group. But I think if you were just to go with like a few friends, it'd probably be a great place to go to. So it was a deep fry whatever kind of food you want kind of place, right? And so you go in there and you pick up any kind of food you want. It could be, any kind of fish food, any kind of chicken. You can also even fry bread. There's vegetables. So you get whatever you want, but you only get like an hour or something like that. And you only get like two little pots or holes, whatever you want to call it, to fry the food in. So because we had like, maybe you had like five people or something like that. That's too many, but if only it would have been like a few of us, it would have been nice. But so basically, you get like an hour and you can fry whatever food you want. You just pick it up. You know what I mean? So, you could have the calamari, the fucking takoyaki. You could even fry bread if you want, whatever kind of fucking thing. And then after you have that, then it's a all you can eat dessert place. And that is something that was really interesting about Japan. I have never eaten at a restaurant where it was specifically designed where it like cleansed your palate. Like they actually had a really nice fucking dessert place with like strawberries, and I don't even really like fruit, but like strawberry desserts, and like it was very because there were too many of us, it was kind of a lot of money for 30 or $40. But again, if you only had a couple people or a few people, it was really interesting. And that was like in a dangerous area of Japan. But my friend, he had basically just said, you know what, Japan isn't really dangerous. It's more so there are potentially dangerous people you would talk to. So, don't go talking around to random dudes in that area because they might try to scam you out of money. But in terms of like it actually like other things than that, it's not super dangerous per se. What do you think about Americans who sing solely in Japanese? Are there Americans that do that? I didn't know that. I don't know who that is. Diana Garnett? I'm not sure. Maybe the dangerous area of Japan is because that was just at the fucking train station that happened, and we were just all sitting down waiting for the train, and that dude kind of ran up to us. He farted in our face, and they kind of like ran away while kind of like hobbling. So we're like, I guess maybe he was just kind of retarded, because like I don't know, right? But generally, people are real friendly in Japan. The other stereotype I can say is people are definitely very friendly, but like I said, I would warn people: people don't speak Japanese, or people don't speak English. Though that of stereotype that oh, people speak English, you're totally fine. I didn't fucking meet anybody that could speak English. The only reason people say that, I think, is they must be going to like an English school in Japan. So of course people are going to speak English. No shit, Sherlock. But just like in the middle of the street, wherever in Japan, no one speaks English that I fucking saw. Oh, does the dangerous area has kaijus and animal fights? Thoughts on BlazBlue and Under Night and Birth? Like I said, if I was younger, I probably would have fiddled with Under Night and Birth, but I'm just too old and I don't really play a lot of games anymore. So, it is what it is, I guess. Yeah, there's Hyde, or is it Hyde or something in that? Yeah, so I tend to like Shoto characters and ninja characters, like I said. Those are generally the characters I kind of tend to like, yeah. What superpower would you have? I don't know. Good question. Well, dudes, I've been on here for almost a couple hours, though. Oh, fuck, man. I'm getting tired, bros. Last few questions, then I'm going to bust out of here. I appreciate you guys tuning into the stream. Thanks for tuning in, yada, yada, yada. If you want to donate for the birthday stream, you can do that. Blah, 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 blah. But whatever it is, Have a good night, Dad. Thanks, dude. Barnagoon, happy birthday. Thanks, you, dude. See you later, young daddy. Thanks, dude. What new anime have you been watching this year? I haven't watched any anime, but I guess they're coming out with the final season of Attack on Titan. I was like, did the Attack on Titan manga finally end? I didn't even know that. So maybe I'll finally watch that. Maybe I'll catch up on Attack on Titan if it's actually finally ending, I guess. But anyway. Stay Clayton. Have a good rest of the day. Stay safe, bro. Thanks, dude. Mega dude. Thanks, dude. I like Attack on Titan. Yeah, we're going to see how it ends, I guess, right? I stopped reading after the manga just got so weird. I'm like, I'll just finish this once the anime is about the end. This is too weird for me, but anyway. Alrighty, dudes. I'm going to get ready to bust out of here. 10, 9, 8. Where's even my window to close this? I can't even. What? Oh, live stream. Oh, there we go. 10, 9, 8, 7. Pirate Molasses. Thanks, dude. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Thanks for tuning in, dudes. I appreciate it. Later. Righteous, dude. Yeah, he says righteous. That's true, man.